What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. What's up, Link? Welcome in. Let's waste no time. Let's get into it. See if we can make some headway on completing season 11. So yeah, no time to waste here. Let's jump in and start cracking. What's up, Jeff Bro? What's up, Victor? Welcome in, guys. Take a sip of this coffee here. Dang, that's hot. Whew. Terrific Tuesday. Yes, sir. Move my mic, man. I need to start putting some money away for a new computer. Something that can handle streaming high quality with a camera. Okay, see how many contracts we have left. I think we still have a good bit, to be honest. I think this map, oh, that's right, we have this cement. This cement to do. So you know what? I'm actually going to bust out a quick vehicle to do this. And why not? Actually, is there anything I can chain? Let's see if I can chain something. Haven't been really chaining missions together on this map. Okay, so cabin in the mountains. That goes that way. I think I actually need to do that way to success. Movie star trailer. Up there. No, I guess not really. Yeah, I guess not really. What's up, gamer? Welcome in. So yeah, I don't think I can chain anything right now because everything's locked basically behind these two missions I'm on currently. So I think what we'll do is we'll go grab some cement. Sideboard trailer with cement. I probably could just go get this. I'm wondering if I should just go grab this thing. I might do it just because I need to... I want to delete this. It sounds terrible, but I do. So I'm actually going to go get this trailer. And then... yeah, I guess we'll just cruise. We'll just cruise up the hill. Hope y'all are doing well today on this fine Tuesday. We're going to try to press and make some good progress. If you guys have stopped by the YouTube channel, you guys or have been here yesterday, the discussion we had on Scouts, I clipped that. It was kind of like a stream clip, and I posted it to the YouTube channel. So if you did not see that conversation, you can go check it out on the YouTube channel. So, but yeah, I'm trying to make some headway today and tomorrow because Tuesday I have some appointments I need to fulfill, and then I also need to absolutely put in some work on the review for the Burlac and the Neo Falcon. Oh, there is beginning words still. We definitely have some beginning words, but some streams we don't, some streams we do. But yeah, that is definitely still a thing. Oh, that sounds rough. Oh man. An ear infection. Yikes. I don't know if I've ever had an ear infection, but they don't sound pretty. Yeah, we still do those. I think we did those. I think we did 2 streams ago. I think I actually do those whenever God puts something on my heart. Either the day prior or the day of. Those are things that I'll speak on. Yeah, we try to be uplifting, but yeah, we like to tell the truth. The truth sets you free. Probably, yeah, I probably was super young. Oh gosh, am I gonna make this? Oh, nice. That was crazy. Yeah, it's not super snow. Okay, please don't fall over. Well, that was weird. Like, why is it on inside like that? Alright. You can tell I brought a scout trailer through here, because you can see the tongue. Look at the dragging of it. You see this? That means that there was a scout fuel trailer I was dragging through, and the wheel that's on the tongue of the trailer was dragging through the snow. Or through the elements, one of the two. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jeffro. I do like definitely backing up what I say with scripture, because if it's not backed up by that, then it's essentially just my thoughts, and I don't necessarily want. I think y'all hear enough of my thoughts in a 3-hour span on a video game, so I'd rather just throw truth at you and then allow God to take that and maturate it. You played a lot of Glades and it was chill. Yeah, the Glades is pretty fun, except for that pesky farming. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle now. Here is the main reason I'm going to struggle, because I made a bad call and chose to come up here and pull a trailer through elements without having any additional weight on my wheels to push down and give me traction. So that's kind of my fault, but this can't have a crane sideboard bed, or I probably would have negated this whole pull, but I want to kind of get rid of this trailer. Yep, that's right. We're called to be the light of the world. After that, it's weakened on your part. You know, my dad used to say something. I lost my dad at the age of 25, a year before I went to the military. And I really believe that, I mean, I can remember him giving me lessons at the age of, 3 years old, and about the Lord. I've posted a lot of those things on social media, which I don't really share a lot here on stream, but something he told me as a young man growing up, because he had 5 boys, and I can't say I was an exceptional kid, even though I grew up with a father who feared and loved the Lord, and was an amazing father. We weren't rich, but he was an amazing father. But he would say something, because I know my relationship with God has been rocky, especially in my youth, for sure. And he used to say something to me. It was a quote, and he said, if you feel far away from him, or in any case, he would say, someone's wrong here, and it ain't God. And that essentially just wrapped up everything, because if I'm far away from God, it's because of myself. And that's the thing, man, is like, what's up, Azzy Demi? Welcome in. And the crazy thing about God is, and it's something I can't wrap my head around, and either could Paul in the Bible. Now, Paul was Saul. He was a Pharisee. He literally killed Christians as a lifestyle before God radically changed his life, right? Then he changed his name to Paul, and he wrote a pretty good portion of the New Testament scripture that was divinely inspired. So I think a lot of folks say, how could you believe a book that was written by man? But the thing is, every book that you've ever read is written by man, and you trust it, right? Mathematics books, all that stuff. So why couldn't you agree, or why couldn't you look at a book that was divinely inspired and written by people who had eyewitness accounts of what happened? Actually, I think there was 500 eyewitness accounts of Christ post-resurrection. So, I mean, the evidence is there. But what I think is amazing about what Paul said is, we call him the apostle, and he called himself the chief of sinners. And he couldn't get over the fact that God loved him that much, even when he made himself an enemy of God through his sin. So, like, there's always a way back. And the crazy thing is it says in scripture that he is faithful when we are not. And I can tell you that we are not faithful. I think we are faithful a small percentage, a very, very small percentage of the time. But like, imagine being friends with someone and them doing you dirty every day. Okay, let's see that. Them betraying you every day. Now, imagine a friend betraying you every day and you not writing them off, and you turning around and loving them the same, welcoming them with open arms. It is that's none of us could do it. Let's be real. But that's what we're called to be like, and that's who God is, man. God is he's in the business of reconciliation. I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, there's a book of clear instruction and rules, but in essence, the Bible is the greatest love story ever written, and it's a love story to you. It is literally a love story on how God was going to save you because of his love for you. I think people a lot of folks, I think, negatively look at Christianity, because Christianity shouldn't be a religion at all. Christ never came to impart a religion. He came to reconcile the lost unto himself. That's it. Okay, I'm sorry we're taking so long here. I mean, this is the pace. I'm just imparting more wheel spin every time I kick it up. But yeah, this is not really super snow. It's just I'm pulling a trailer and I don't have weight on my wheels to push down and grip harder. So that's essentially what's going on. But we're almost out of it. I mean, if you think about it, I think as humans, we exalt kings and people who are famous, but kings that are human send their subjects to die for them. God sent himself to die for us. Think about that. In the most gruesome way possible. If you ever look up the physiological effects of crucifixion, the Romans mastered the art of torturing people. And it says in scripture that cursed is he who gets hung on a tree. The term excruciating pain is actually derived from what crucifixion was. And the thing is, no living man can actually describe it. how painful it is. I think physiologically, there's been doctors who've explained what happens to you. But the thing is, Christ was crucified, but he was tortured even more as well, along with that. Like, we want to talk about strength. Like, imagine being whipped with a cat of nine tails, which essentially had pieces of glass and metal on the tips. And when it struck your flesh, it was designed just to tear flesh from you. They actually said that he was so marred from when they beat him and whipped him before he carried his cross to Calvary, that he was unrecognizable as a human being. That king, the king of the universe, chose to take our punishment upon him in our place. And not just physically. The legality of it is in scripture it says the wages of sin is death. So basically, God pays you in spiritual death, which is hell, for your sins. Christ came to take your place. So instead of us receiving the wrath of God, which you cannot even fathom what the wrath of God is, I don't think a human could have, our tiny brains couldn't even, we couldn't justify what it even is or how it would be. Christ came, and actually, if you think about it, before Christ was taken into captivity, he cried blood in the garden when he was praying, because he knew that he had to drink the full cup of God's wrath. That in itself, I don't think he actually feared the marring and the beating. I think he had no fear. But I believe he knew that what was coming was he had to drink the full wrath of God. All right. Looks like our issues with the accommodations have been solved. Dang, 21,000. Okay, cool. I'm going to delete this trailer. Don't really care. Going to delete this cargo. And I'm going to recover. We are going to grab the CLT, guys. See this little thing here? We're going to go do this. Yeah, that's what he said. He said it was so bad that he had to go through it. He actually asked God if there's any way, let this cup pass from me. But then he turned around, but then in that same breath he said, but let your will be done. And that was the will of the Father, was to sacrifice his only son to save us. Now, I think for those who are fathers, I don't think that we would ever sacrifice our son to save people that would spit in our face. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what a greater love. Good morning, Scorpy. All right, I'm gonna put the lights on here. All right, guys, this might be a little bit tough, but I heard some comments on Facebook today about folks wondering if season 11 is worth it, and because they were saying they don't feel like really just like the struggle fest of what SnowRunner is, and if they can handle it or not. And I told them, I was like, hey, I believe season 10 and season 11 are good seasons where, you know, you can use lesser trucks. And I mean, I told them, hey, like, I'm using highway trucks here and we're not having too bad of an issue. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have these little pits, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, our human self cannot do that stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's my winch points, guys? We gotta have winch points here, or I'm not gonna get through this. What's up, Jigsaw? What's up? Oh, that's a solid. Nice. Love having the long rope. I probably should have went on this side of the path, because I think that side of the path I probably could have... I don't want to say powered through. Good morning, Waking. What's up, guys? Good morning, everyone. Or good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. It's morning here. No, I'm not going to shift. Movie trailer with the CLT. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. A lot of folks are definitely probably tune out for a lot of that stuff, but I think it's much more important than SnowRunner. Could you imagine having diff lock right now? I mean, my wheels are spinning, so that's good, but I mean, the CLT push diff lock out. That'd be sick. I think, man, that'd be sick if they could just give the highway trucks just diff lock. So, this is why I don't use low gear. You can see the difference when you don't have diff lock. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys listen. Thank you for that subscription, Jeffro. Appreciate that support, brother. Thank you so much. All right, I want to know who would actually use the CLT for this. Is there anyone in here that would use it? Does it just look like it's too painful? I think as soon as I hit this road, we're gonna be okay though. Oh my gosh, Jeffro. Thank you for those gifted subs to Tech, AORB KOs, Tully, and Fenrir. Thank you for those gifted subs, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very much so, man. Thank you for that support. Thank you guys also. Thank you everybody for the support, coming in, hanging out, watching, enjoying yourself. Come on, Transtar. I mean, come on, CLT. Let's go. All right, it's in high. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. All right, now we got some pace. See if I can bust through this here. I'm probably going to have to get close to these trees, to be honest. Yeah. Let's see if I can actually push this. Can we push it? No. It's all right. Wow, we're 82%? That's kind of crazy. Only if they have a truck that pulls a ZLT? Yeah, that's fair. Sounds fair. Sounds fair. You know, I remember back in the day, right before I reviewed this thing, I was like, you know what? Let's see how we can do with the CLT. And I remember like being in a moor and pulling cargo, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna record this. Sometimes like there was like back in the day when I first started reviews, I was like in the process of like trying to catch up in gameplay, right? Because my save got deleted. So some of those pulls and some of those clips from those videos are literally from missions. I like to do that a lot actually, is essentially just use real mission content or I used to do that a lot. Nowadays, for the last 2 seasons, I haven't because I've been streaming it. But that was something I did a lot, was I would use actual mission footage, because I think that's the best way to test a truck, is because, I mean, you can put a truck in a test map and do all that stuff, but like, people that are just playing the game, I mean, they're going to be playing the mission, so why not test in natural conditions? You know what I'm saying? I think those test maps are great and all, but there's just something about actually like looking at a vehicle's performance when it's actually pulling a mission that's that someone else is going to be doing. I think I'm caught. I knew it. I knew it. Can I reach this? I can. Oh my goodness, the rope length, man. Yeah, I don't think I have the grip. The trailer's too heavy. Which winch am I using? I believe the advanced. It's gonna be the final scout. I mean the final medium winch, essentially. But honestly, so the thing is about winches, what you guys got to know is winch strength. Winch strength is directly related to vehicle weight. Okay, so your heavier your vehicle is, the stronger your winch is. Okay. That is essentially how it goes. For the longest time, I felt like the heavy winch was why. That's just how it's coded. I have no clue why. Honestly, there's a thing, Perk. That's the problem with Saber is there's a lot of things that really don't make sense. But that's just how they are. Oh, yeah. But yeah, the thing I love about the CLT is it has a lot of weight in its rear axles compared to its cab, which is, it's actually, I mean, here's another thing is, mostly every truck out there, most of its weight is going to be in its frame, because that's where the hunk of the metal is, right? The cab, there's not really much in the cab other than like an engine, but still the vertical center of gravity still doesn't seem like it should be that high. In this game, you have weight in your cab, which is high set. A lot of trucks, in reality, your center of gravity is pretty low, because that's where all the bulk of your machinery is. I mean, your cab is made out of like aluminum, sometimes fiberglass. Maybe the older trucks, it could be made from steel, but I don't think those are essentially made that way anymore. Like, that's old school. But I mean, some trucks in this game have a lot of weight in their cab, which is, I don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. Okay, I know I'm gonna get stuck here. However, the rope, let's see if I can get this one. Dang, what a rope length, man. Yes, I have heard of Expeditions. I think my thoughts on Expeditions is it doesn't really appeal to me that much. I think what they're doing is they're using a lot of these scout vehicles, or this, I think they're starting to use SnowRunner as a springboard or testing ground for other games. I think that's kind of apparent. Dakar Season 7, that was pretty evident there. I think them putting in these new scouts with these custom bumpers and stuff like that look more like in tune with how Expeditions looks like. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun if you're all down for the exploration factor of it, but for me, not personally. Fiberglass? I think you mean carbon fiber? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, carbon fiber. Nice. We got a little bit of progress there with high. Still pushing. Still pushing. Can I get to this tree before I... Oh, let's go. Let's go. I don't know if I'm going to try it out, to be honest. I don't think that's really my appeal. I think there's some place I have to draw a line. I think that's where I draw the line in the sand is I don't think fiberglass. Did I say fiberglass? Yeah, I did say fiberglass. That's like, isn't that the stuff you use for like insulation? Fiberglass insulation that goes into your roof or your walls and stuff like that. I can't believe I said fiberglass. I probably meant something else. Something I do tend to do a lot is I'll say something, but I mean something else, which is very odd. Like in my head, I'm saying a different thing, but I'm saying fiberglass, or I'm saying, I don't know. Or I'm talking about a truck, but I'm saying a different name of a truck, and people are like, what are you talking about? It is essentially the... Oh man, am I gonna push through this pit right here? Oh, let's go. High gear. The CLT movie star. Who would have known? You know what I'm saying? Who would have known? No. Fiberglass is what is actually used in truck cabs. Carbon is more expensive. Oh. So in a sense, I was kind of right. Okay, so I'm not a complete idiot then. Just half. Okay. You know what the crazy thing is? Pulling this trailer, you would never have these slides out. Okay? Let's be real. Like, this is essentially like a camper. You would never have those slides out. Can I put these slides in? Oh, I thought you could. That'd be sick. I mean, I think for the game, it's fine, but reality, you would never have those out. Even the awning, like, the awning is out. The rails on the door, the door to the refrigerator back there is, like, swung open. Like, look. Look at that. Alright, well, we knocked it out. It wasn't the best of roads, but I'm sure you can appreciate this view. Our movie is destined for success. All right, cool. So those were 2 missions we needed to get done before we could do some things. I believe prototype exploration unit to the mountain movie set. Okay, I guess we can do this. I guess I'll do this before I knock out the rail sections. Thank you. Appreciate that. What should I pull with this? Do y'all want to see the Burlak pull this, or you want to see something else? I probably need something that can actually move this trailer without getting bogged down a ton. Preferably not a super small Scout. The Tatran? Oh my goodness. That'd be way too easy. Should we use the Burlak for the sake of it's a new truck? Okay, I can use the Burlak. Okay, so here's something that I think this is like something I think I want to bring up actually is, you know, prior to the Burlak being released, I made a video on my first thoughts, okay? And on my first thoughts of the Burlak, it essentially, let me actually go get the Burlak and bring him back in the garage to kind of talk here about this for 1 minute. Before this vehicle actually came to live server, it never had the light and heavy hitch. It essentially had just a heavy hitch, which was to be able to haul regular sized trailers, okay? I didn't think this was a bad thing at the time. I knew it probably wasn't within its scope of practice. That sounds kind of weird to say because of its power to weight, right? It only has 80,000 torque. I don't think it was going to be like an amazing hauler. I think it could do it because of its tire set being very large, very heavy, very grippy, okay? And I think you would basically just be stuck in diff lock like you're going to see when I pull this small trailer, essentially. And we'll talk about that later. However, whenever they opened up this right here to throw a light hitch on this would essentially trigger the argument of, if you were going to give one of the most powerful scouts in the game right now, this is probably, depending on how you really think, this could be number 1 or number 2. Personally, I think it's a close second to the Tatran. I would talk about that a little bit later in my let's see, in my I would say my tier list. But here's the thing. If you are going to give a truck that's this strong the ability to haul 2 types of trailers, why in the world why cannot this truck haul bigger trailers, this one right here, and then why in the world does scouts like this don't have the ability to do it when clearly, when you look at the back, I don't know if you guys can see this, you could probably hook something up there, right? Also, I think the bigger argument, actually here's probably the biggest point, is why can't the Rezvani Hercules haul scout trailers? And why in the world have they still not given the Renegade the ability to do this, even though it only has 50,000 torque and it's super light? But the bigger point is, why does the Apache still not have the ability to haul scout trailers? Okay, so the thing is, like, if this vehicle could haul scout trailers, I would probably use this vehicle a lot more than most of these scouts. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like how when it's switchable all-wheel drive, it only drives front tires. That sucks. But if you have a trailer behind you, like right now, I would be, if they could do that, I would be reaching for the Apache. Just my 2 cents. But yeah, we'll pull the Burlak, and then we'll talk about, we'll look at its tires, its rate of traverse. But I mean, here's the thing, is essentially, I think everyone's argument is for the Burlak to essentially be called the best scout in the game is that, well, the biggest reason is they're going to say it can go through super conditions, and that is absolutely true. However, a lot of vehicles that are in other classes that legitimately can be argued that they are S plus don't have the ability to go through super conditions. Okay? So it's like, and in essence, if you're a SnowRunner player, are you just driving through super conditions all the time? Because like even the Burlak going through super conditions, you kind of are going out of the way to take a ton of time just to get through them. Okay, you're taking a ton of time because yes, you can traverse them, but it takes a while to get through super ice. It takes a while to get through super snow, and it takes a while to get through super mud, when you could be using another vehicle and just skirt to the side, use a different route. And if you look at the actual tips in your loading screens, Saber even says like there's no shame in going around. So it's like, are you arguing that like the game is, if the game was full of those things, okay, which it hasn't been a lot since the year 2 pass, or very, very scarce in the year 3 pass. So it's not really that much prevalent in the argument of the best scout. Also, like you guys just said, the Tatran is one of the most stable scouts in the game. It can rescue every truck in the game. And I'm not talking about being pinned behind an immovable object, then using your winch, which we know that can be done. The Tatran has a couple things that are just bad. And it's not because of its ability, okay? It's because of what the developers said it could and could not have. Can't tow trailers, doesn't have a snorkel, and in super conditions, it just can't do it. But it has the best tire ratings in this whole game. Yeah, that's the crazy thing is right there. The fun fact is it is an amphibious vehicle. So it's funny. It's actually rather funny that it doesn't have those features. You see what I'm saying? You know what we're gonna do here? We're actually going to we'll go up the hill. Trying to figure out a good way to do this. I want to connect. I actually want to go. We'll go like this. We'll come up here, here, here. And then I want to like bounce through. Come up here, here. And then this way. I think that's pretty good. But I'm gonna be honest with you, in sheer speed, if you told me, okay, Nate, take one scout and scout this map out. I think in my head, unless someone in the chat's like, hey, use this vehicle, I'm pretty much going to use the Tatran, and a lot of times I've been able to knock out a whole map with one fuel tank, just because it just runs through things, right? And even if it can't haul trailers, I can just winch a trailer behind me that's a fuel tanker, and I'm never really having to use my winch because the Tatran really doesn't get stuck unless you're just driving into super conditions, and I don't think drivers are dumb enough to do that in 2023. Do you see what I'm saying? That's true. You can get away with submerging it because its engine is in the back. So if you time it correctly, you definitely can go through. You'll get the indication of it's drowning, but you actually won't take damage. So there are some times that actually happens. The Tatran, the Tatran's about as fast as this, to be honest. Like but the thing is, the Tatran runs this speed all the time. It's essentially, I mean, it has an advanced special. So it's like Azov speed, but it always goes that speed. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you can pack a fuel trailer on top of it. That's right, Victor. See, there's things like that. And that's why, like, you got to look at like class specifics. Like, what is a scout supposed to do in this game? Like, you got to think about that. Like, what is the main thing they're supposed to do? Well, like, we have, 75% of the vehicles in this game are for hauling and doing the rest of the mission set, like we talked about yesterday. The 25% of scouts that we have, they're for a certain mission set. The Burlak is kind of a hybrid. It's definitely a hybrid. it for sure is one of the best in the whole game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You could take this to Amur and crush it, and literally crush Amur. But I think like the only thing is you're going to be stuck in diff lock and slowed down to a crawl for pretty much the whole time, the whole duration, because you're not going to really be able to use auto that much. And I'm going to show you here why here soon, whenever we hit some terrain. But I think that's all for balancing. Am I going to get this point? Did it not? Did I like not put this point in right? Yeah, that's also the thing. That's a good point, Jigsaw. Is like there are really no super conditions anymore in SnowRunner. I wouldn't say they are completely gone, but they are just very few and far between. Okay, so here's why I think you're going to be stuck in low. So let's go like this. Let's get into cab view. I can't get out of first gear. I'm holding the gearbox. Okay, there's second gear. Okay, we got third. Right back to first. Look, I have all-wheel drive on. Only two of my wheels are spinning like they should, because I don't have always on diff lock. But as soon as I go like this and switch, look at how much more speed we just gained. High range doesn't feel any faster. Doesn't feel any faster. And this is why I think the Burlak is just you're going to be able to run through things at a pace wherever you're just going to be slowed down to a crawl. I don't think it's bad. I'm okay with going slow. Just say if Saber, Nate will be immediately changing the fact that he's going to be the first dev who actually plays the game. Man, I wish I was a developer for this game. Honestly, I wish I was a tester, like an actual tester or someone. I don't think I'm that high of profile. Dawn, you were able to pull a service trailer on the Dawn map while the trailer was listed on the side. Okay, yeah. I mean, without a trailer, here's the thing. I think the Burlak it performs the best without anything, okay? Without any weight, you can get out of low gear a little bit more often, more frequent. I mean, goodness, man. I'm probably always going to be pulling a trailer with me. I mean, that's like standard practice, right? It's like whenever you're going on a long scouting mission, like you're pulling it for the long haul. Like, why would you want to have to go save a scout in the middle of a scouting mission? Like, you want to get it done. You want to be able to do it with one scout. Prep yourself and go. If Saber would invite me to design SnowRunner 2, what would you immediately change? And what new features would you add to suggest? I would. So the thing is, like, here's a quick disclaimer: is that I don't like the scout class. If you look at previous games, I believe in like Mudrunner or Spin Tires, I think SD1 actually made a good point today. I believe he said there was like 1 or 2 scout vehicles, and the rest were just comprised of hauling. However, I think with how many scouts we have, what I would probably do is make missions that are scout friendly, but they have to be done by a scout. If you really want scouts in the game, I think that's also something I would do. Another thing I would do is probably take away a little bit of just all the mechanics. I would actually tone down. I think the first thing I would do, here's the first thing I would do. I would tone down the amount of depth in the terrain. Because realistically, people know this game is not realistic. And I think that bugs some folks. But I think if you make a realistic terrain set, like a lot of these if you make a realistic terrain set, you can make realistic collision models on trucks. Then essentially there is no complaining when a truck can't do something. You see what I'm saying? I would actually make a hard mode that's worthy of actually being hard. Where I have a lot of ideas for that, but I would actually make a talent tree for driver. Like there would be actually 2 different experience models. What's up guys? What's up Iconic? Welcome in. What's up Cotton? Welcome in. I think what would happen was you would have experience level like here, but then you'd have like a different experience model, which would be actually, you'd have 3. One would be your truck experience, okay, and this would actually equate to like upgrading your truck with different tires and stuff like that. So almost like as you play it, you can upgrade it more. But then I would have a talent tree, which like would come down almost like if you ever played like World of Warcraft, a talent tree where there's different talents for the driver. So then you can tailor your driver skills to benefit your playstyle. Damage values for trailers probably would be another thing. But yeah, I think a lot of these maps are beautiful, but I mean, like, you got to think about realistically. Look at off-roading videos. A lot of those guys that are flying through those mud pits, like those are just short durations that they're just flying through those, right? Just jamming the gas and just plunging through. You can probably have those and make that tactic work, but like in general, like when you're off-roading, you're not going super fast. You're not trailblazing. I mean, I guess you have to have that for the sake of enjoyment, because a lot of folks just don't have the attention span of driving slow like this. But there's no way I can get out of all these gears and get cranked up. But I'm just saying, I think yeah, trying to make it a little bit more realistic. I would remove farming, probably. Yes, I don't think farming would be there. I think farming is probably the worst mechanic that they've ever brought out, in my opinion. And then another thing is, I would actually make a mode where you essentially, how do I say this? You would actually compete with other trucking companies to bid on jobs. Okay, so like, not all the time would you get whatever I'm going to get here. Not all the time would you get that amount. Like, you would have to bid for these jobs and they would go away. Like, if another person underbid you, like this job would no longer be available. There'd be something else. So then, yeah, so like you would get hired on, and then based upon your skill, you would get hired on to better trucking companies, and they would have their own labels on their trucks. And then based upon how prestigious they were and where they were located, those are the trucks that you only could use. So like if it was a Russian company and you were in Russia, unless they have some type of license where they are, allowed to import US trucks or something like that, that would be the only way that you could use some of those. But mostly it would be realistically what they would have on hand. And then what they would have on hand, you could essentially upgrade. Now our crew can stay in touch and we can finally get back to filming. Look at this. It's just like popping. I needed this in the front. Have you contacted Saber to tell him this idea? No, I haven't. I haven't, man. Yo, what's up, bro cut? You guys gotta understand, man. I'm a very, very small content creator, okay? Very small. And I can't even attach this. I can't even attach this. Delete. I can't even delete that. The thing is, they wouldn't listen to me. That's the thing. I don't have the merit to sit at the table. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Is, if I was someone like SD1 who voiced these opinions and directly spoke to them, he has such a big following and so many people. His word carries so much more weight than I do, or even some of these other YouTubers with big accounts. I'm just a little fish. That's what I guess what I'm saying. The people's champ. No, I'm just joking. It kind of feels like, it kind of probably would feel like Euro Truck Simulator, but I think it would be very much well implemented in this game. I mean, like, I think, I mean, if you lose a mission or you lose a contract to somebody, like if you, and the thing is, like, damage would also be a thing. Like if you damage their goods before they get there, like you're either paying for that and it's coming out of your paycheck, or it's coming out of the job. Like that's another thing. It's like you're damaging their goods. If that's in the mission, like if it's in the mission that hey, you can't damage this, like this is fragile, sensitive, and you flip your truck over, spill everything out, and it takes damage, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, that's... Did not find any SnowRunner streamer in 2023 other than Nathan. Oh, man. I think a lot of those guys just, they don't really stream. They just make content on YouTube. But I mean, there is a couple guys that are smaller streamers like me. Wide bed. Drive. Deliver the mountain movie set. Okay. The fuselage. I'm not going to do the fuselage right now. Do I have to do the fuselage right now? I think I do. But I think we're going to do the rail. We'll do the rail section, guys. How about that? Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. I think folks are wanting this to be a sim because that's what it's advertised to be, right? And it's currently not. So, all right. So I don't think anybody's going to really disagree with me jumping into the HX 520 unless somebody wants to see something else. Please, not something that's overpowered. Haven't used the 681 a lot. I've used the Brigadier. I've used this a little bit. I need something with the crane. The rail thing is kind of bugged. I don't know why that just asked me to, or why that flagged Victor. I'm not sure why that is. You kind of want to see the bore with the wide high saddle. If it had a crane, I would right now, but I can keep the bore for something else though. We can pull the bore for something. Maybe when we pull the plane, I'll pull the bore out. Does that sound good? I'm trying to think here. You know what? How about this, guys? We haven't messed with the 49X. I haven't messed, you know, people were asking about this the other day, and I feel like this could be good. Gosh, these colors, man. Sometimes these colors, man. I think I'll use the orange and black, though. I think I need a 5-slot trailer. Well, we're going to pull it from this flatbed trailer right here. They are very similar. I actually don't know if the 681 has a better power to weight. Actually, let me look. That's a good. I think it's close. It's probably close. Let's go. It's definitely down here. So the Western Star has a power to weight of 27.5. The CT, yeah, that's right. The CT 681 has a power to weight of 29. Yeah, because it is a little bit heavier. That is true. It has more torque. Yes, has more torque. Has 220 on its torque. And the 681 has 210. So, all right, let's do this, y'all. Where are these rail sections? I'm pretty sure they're on the other side. Hold on a second. Let me see where they're at, so I can go through the correct gateway. The southern area. Rail sections are here. All right, so I need to go through this gateway, which is going to be... Yo, Tenable, thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate it, man. And enjoyed those the ad-free viewing with the Twitch Prime. I believe if you're subbed, there's no ads, I think. Pretty sure as well. Yo, but if you guys ever... I don't know if anybody who watched my All-American Hard mode with Max Power. It was the All-American, like, challenge mode thing. Essentially, like, we started out in... I think it was Alaska. And I believe... I think we were stuck in with highway tires. And one of the only trucks that I could call upon that literally just had a diff lock was this vehicle here. So, you know, using highway tires with diff lock and weight added to it, it did pretty darn well. The 681, man, is just nice. It's just nice because it has, I believe it has superior balance to the 49X, even though I don't really like its compressed rear suspension. I do like to have some suspension. It has like almost none, which is literally the same as the 680. It almost has no suspension at all in the back. But the 681 has really good fuel economy, honestly. Oh, I went through the wrong way. Of course I would. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm good. But yeah, I enjoy them both. I really do. I think they're absurdly expensive, to be honest, especially for hard mode. Mostly this one here is just absurdly expensive. I don't know why. That's another thing I probably would change, is the amount, because the thing is, there's no reason this needs to be that expensive in hard mode to use. It is really weird, the suspension thing. You'd be interested to hear my thoughts on it? So Tenable, I actually have a review on the board. It's on my YouTube channel, so if you type in !YT, that'll bring up my YouTube channel. I actually have a detailed review on the board. But essentially, I like the board a lot, to be honest. I think it's actually grown on me a lot, to be quite honest. I really like it. I think it's really, really amazing. I think the better part of the board is because I don't know if during that review if it got the OHD tires, but I think I reviewed it when it didn't have the OHD tires as well. But since getting those OHDs, the performance bump has been massive. Something that kind of plagues it a little bit is it slams its front face a lot because it's just kind of bouncy. And I think its gearbox set should probably be a little bit slower to gain benefits of fuel consumption. But I can say this, the bore feels good. It doesn't have a huge tank either, but it can pull. The bore's not a joke. But yeah, I really like the bore. I think if You put the OHDs on it, which I think it should have been on it from the start. I'm not sure why it didn't, but yeah. It has one of the highest sitting saddles in the game. I think it's literally right below the Kenworth and those other trucks, I believe. I forget who did a video on the highest sitting saddles, but I'm pretty sure the Kenworth is the highest right now. And then I think it's like, I think it might be like P16, then Boar. But I'm pretty sure the Kenworth is the highest right now. I think the Boar might be the third, but I'm talking like, you gotta understand these saddle heights that are here, that are being talked about. You gotta think about this though. You gotta think about, it's okay if your saddle is sitting the highest prior to sitting down any type of weight on it, right? That's great. But then you gotta also figure out like, how much is the suspension being compressed, right? That's something you also have to think about. So like, all that height means nothing whenever you sit weight down on it. So like, you know, trucks like the 605R that don't have a really springy suspension, it doesn't necessarily have the largest sitting saddle. It's pretty high still. It doesn't necessarily compress too far when you sit down a massive amount of weight on it, because it's just designed to do so. The 612 has a decent sitting saddle too as well, but it has an independent suspension, so it kind of compresses a little bit, not too much, but it still does compress. The Boar, I don't think the Boar really compresses that much because it's just so bulky. Kolob's, same thing. I don't really know about the Kenworth. I really haven't really tested that. I know for a fact that the P12 hardly moves. Oh, shoot. Yes, the Boar is amazing at long logs. Another thing I like about the Boar is its low gear, its low high, low plus is actually pretty fast. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty fast. Just because its wheels are so big, but it's weird. It's weird, it feels fast. I'm gonna pin this down, y'all. For those who probably disagree, I'm sorry. Are these unbreakable? Oh, they are. Nice. They are breakable. But I do like the sound of this engine as well. It sounds like the twin steer, the 6900 twin steer. That flickering is still there. Not a fan. So I take it with these rail sections that I have to sit the rail down into the section and then hit basically like unpack or deliver. I'm guessing that's kind of the ooh. I guess that straightened me out there. Okay, well, let's see if cargo management pops here. What a cheapo. I know, guys, I'm sorry. Probably was very anticlimactic. All right, oh, no. Sometimes you have the trailer near the unloading supply. Unpack it. Okay, yeah. That's probably a good one. I'll probably just unpack it, roll over top, and then hit cargo. You know what the crazy thing is? I used to think this was one of the best looking Western Stars in the game until they brought out the 47X. I think the 1430 and the 1424 are like my definitely better looking than this, but this is pretty sick. My sub badges are awesome. I can sense the sarcasm. Honestly, like I don't want to pay for sub badges to be made by someone or even like reach out to anybody like about it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get free ones. They're just about gaming or gaming console basically. I don't know, since I'm like a PS guy, I kind of wanted to find like PlayStation variants, you know what I'm saying? But Nintendo's pretty cool. Yeah, I think if the 1424 could have a crane, I would probably use it much more. But the 1430 is a freaking monster, man. 44 inches or not, it's a monster. Yeah, high range scares me, to be honest. Plays PC has console badges, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna make my own custom badges and stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot of streamers that work a lot on their stream with like, you know, like the emotes and all that stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm one of those guys. Like there's some guys I watch that have badges that are directly related to the game they play, but the thing is they play one game. Like we essentially play one game, but I do branch out and play some other games at times. You know, the game I was actually looking at is that Return to Moria, like the new Lord of the Rings game. I don't know if anybody's tried that, but it looks cool, man. So far, I need to look at more gameplay and stuff like that, but I mean, it looks interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go into the zone, unpack here. Can I unpack? Wait, what in the world? Where's the cargo management? Huh? Alright. You want to mess with me? Now the station should be able to handle any incoming trains. Great job. Film studio will be happy. It'd be cool if they actually like made a train here. Like your next part of the mission would be like get off the tracks, like to a little blue area, like right over here or something. And then you basically like watch a train go through or so, I don't know. That's nice, man. They made you badges. That's pretty sweet. Last time you did the first farming mission was actually pretty fun. Just wait, gamer. Just wait after you do about 15 or 16 of them. At first it was pretty fun too. Alright. You know what the crazy thing is? I'm actually... Twitch sent me an email saying that my affiliate, I became an affiliate at almost 1 year ago. I think like in a week's time I'll be affiliate for a year, which is kind of crazy. But affiliate really doesn't mean anything, to be quite honest. What we got to do here? Collecting waste. I don't know if I'll do that one yet. Let's see if we can do that. You know what we're going to do? Who was it that wanted to see the boar? We're going to break it out. We're going to break it out. I'm going to get this back to the garage, though. Yeah, I'm going to get this back to the garage. It was bro cut, I think. Let me get back to the garage. And then, I honestly was thinking about using, like, the P16.
Give me some fed. Noggin.
Yeah, I was thinking about using, like, the P16 or something like that, but... We can use the boar. I feel like, the boar doesn't get much love nowadays. Oh, you wanted the mechanic in older areas like Michigan? Yeah, you know, there are fields in Michigan where I think it could have happened, but I don't know. But then again, would that have been too much? I just think those missions just got way too out of hand, man. They just got way too out of hand. It was just too many. Way too many. There's no reason that you have to have a repeatable or what's it called, like out in the field. What's the other one? There's one called like out in the field, and then there's another one, honest work or something like that you have to do on every single map or something like that. Yeah, it's just unreal. You drove through someone's crops one time? That was bad. Oh gosh. Hold on, y'all. I will be right back. All right. We're back. Oh, let's start this up. So I think when we do farming in hard mode, I'm probably going to, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to just alter the files and have all those completed. I don't think I want to do that again. It's probably going to make some folks angry, but I don't really care that much about farming. I've done it. It's literally just a time sink. I'd rather press missions than sit around and farm and clear and farm and clear and bring trailers across maps, farming trailers across maps that glitch and send you flying in the air when you connect to them. Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. So, I mean, I've already done it on normal mode. And, yeah, I think that was good enough for me. You know how, like, some folks will they play to more and they're like, you know what, never again. I seriously have heard that so many times. And I understand. I do understand, like, why they feel that way. But for me, I think the only never again in SnowRunner, for me, I think is straight up farming. Yeah, exactly. You can't easily convoy them. Yep, that is true. And then the thing is, if you try to drag it like the extra trailer with you, whenever you drag the extra trailer, the farming trailer behind you, here's what happens is whenever you hook up to the trailer that you were dragging that was unhitched, your tractor just goes flying in the air as soon as you hook up. Or any vehicle you hook up to it. Or that's what it has done to me basically 50% of the time. So I would have like a support vehicle, and then another crazy thing that drives me nuts, man, is think about on hard mode. Essentially you burn, with both tractors, you burn like maybe like a third of a tank every time you do like, let's say half a tank every farming mission you do, okay? Or every farm that you basically, and then you have to clear those multiple times. So like you're forced to bring over so much fuel. Man, this trailer is really like, it's starting to bug out. You got kicked after it happened? What? I don't own the farming DLC, but one time I joined it on multiplayer. I drove through someone's crop one time. Was that bad? No, you can't destroy them. The basis of farming is like you have to you have to clear, basically just run the machine over a certain amount of space, and that's how it's calculated, the percentage. All right, so I'm guessing we're gonna do the wide flatbed here. And as promised, because we are taking requests, let's put the high saddle on. Race suspension, 58-inch tires. Let's go. Yeah, I think the bore, I think there should be an option for a slower paced gearbox. Crap, I gotta go the opposite way. So like this trips me up, man. This really trips me up. You would think, okay, listen, check this out. Maybe not though, because I guess this one's like the bottom of this map, so you come out the top of the next map. But like this one here coming out like the side of the next map, it's just weird. It throws me through a loop. But I need to go to the other gateway. This thing with the high range gearbox is insane. Gotta say, it looks so much better with OHDs. You had 50 hours worth of podcasts to listen to? Yeah. Man, that was a struggle, I think, was doing the farming. And I think anybody who follows the channel, they know that I really didn't stream a lot of that farming. I just literally sat there and did it. It took me 3 hours to do the final missions for the potatoes. I forget what the final mission's called. I usually remember it because it was that terrible, but I couldn't handle it. At a certain point, the K7M was the only tractor that I could actually get through the field. The K700 just was too slow because I was just ripping up the field so much, going over it so much and so much. It was like the K7M is just like a super vehicle, right? Because of its tires. And at some point I was like, you know what? I'm just using the K7M. I have no shame. Are they icy? No, they're not icy. It's just I have like 260k torque with all my what's it called? All my power going to the back tires, and for some reason, off-road tires have like barely any asphalt grip. That's kind of how the game is. So that's kind of why you're seeing that. There's not a lot of asphalt grip. There's a pretty long drift. I'm still drifting. Gosh, yeah, I can't. And the thing is, I can't get that part of my life back. Like 3 hours of just running through this field. Like, I think farming would be better if it was like 50%. If you had to like farm 50% of the field. So like, it didn't really matter on how much precision you had. You see what I'm saying? But I guess it's not really realistic. But for the sake of not being, or being a little less grindy, perhaps. But then, I don't know. I don't know my feelings about it.
Can't even drive. You know what DK stands for?
Donkey Kong.
Drift King.
Donkey Kong stands for Drift King. That is funny. Thank you for those 200 bits, by the way. Appreciate that link. Thank you, thank you. Yo, I didn't know that you could have your own custom blurps. Which is actually kind of cool. I'm learning something new every day on streaming. I mean, we're pushing, like it's... Right there, where you saw my front end kind of like slide toward the guardrail. If I didn't have steering wheel turned on for driving settings, yeah, I'm just literally letting the truck just kind of like roll out on its own. You're in Big Salmon Peak, you have chains on every vehicle except one. I believe I use chains on that. I believe as well. I think it boils down to this is like you're gonna lose a little bit of performance with chains. However, I would rather lose a little bit of performance and not slip on any type of icy surfaces, whether they are rock or road. Yeah. Alright guys, let me take a picture of this real quick before I set off. Maybe we'll take another picture of this before. You know, the crazy thing is I thought that, I thought this was like oh my goodness, what's going on? That was crazy. That was kind of funny, I gotta say. The first time the boar is coming out, season 11, man. All right. I feel like this should have been like one of the last missions in the game. Let's do this. This thing is just gonna muscle this thing around. I mean, it's gonna pay for it in gas, but it's gonna muscle it. As you can see. See, like, this flickering, man, oh, that drives me nuts. Have to have, like, an epileptic episode or something. Fuel. I want to see something. Look at that. Look at that angle. And it's still not contacting the trailer. Oh man, that's so good. I love that. I seriously love that. To the movie set. Oh, that's right. I have to actually haul things with some type of finesse here. Oh, was it gonna smack? Oh! This changes things. This changes things. Wait, I can't even go down this? Hold on a second. Are we for real? Can I even get through here? I don't think so. Okay, this changes things. Makes sense, but changes things. All right, this okay. Actually, this makes it I think I probably could unpack it. It's nearly impossible to turn now. Oh, we're gonna do it. Dude, we have the boar. Let me put on diff and just kind of muscle this. See if I can actually get this to roll. I just need a budge. I just need to break this off the rail. Here's what I need to do. Winch this to here maybe, and then go forward while I'm doing this. Okay, now this to here, winch 2, and then go. I don't know what it's caught on though. I think I'm caught actually. Is that a solid tree? All right, not bad. The realism is real, right? I thought the back of the trailer was like caught on the... Okay, so here's a little tip. Don't do this. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that leaves your stuff on the road. I don't know who that guy was, but definitely an amateur. How dare you? Idiot. This is a plane, yeah. This is the first time we've seen this plane since Kola Peninsula, actually. Some guy, yeah, just a rude dude, right? Seriously, I wouldn't sub to him either. Just like it's all about you, you know. You just park in the road. You don't care for anybody else that's coming down with a wide load. You know, we got places to be. What bomber is this? It's like a, I forget what Soviet bomber this is supposed to be. I forget. The cola flashbacks, yeah, I know, right? Do you guys remember when I tried to pull this through that gap and the tree was catching, and I was like, I told you guys about a little glitch about unpacking and then packing it, and then it glitches through trees, and I unpacked it and it basically like sent it launching like in the air. I believe I have like a Twitch clip that's on my page. It's there's either a Twitch clip on my page or on my YouTube of that. That was hilarious. And don't press the notification button, yeah. I don't you dare. All right. B-52? No, I think B-52 is American. B-52 is American. And they're way bigger. I'm pretty sure a B-52 has like 8 engines. Only works when you crane it? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did actually at one time. I just grabbed it with a crane and then just drove it right down to the airport myself. Pretty sure B-52s are still in service, by the way, for the United States, unless something has changed since 2019 when I got out. But yeah, I used to see them all the time. Let's go, dude. Push. Guess I have to actually like really try to drive this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that thing burns a ton of fuel. You should see when the engine start those things. How much, oh, it's insane. It's insane. The smoke that comes out of those, unreal. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to go through this here. You know what I mean? For the sake of actually like going through some terrain. I definitely am not going through all this jazz because it's just too tight. But I think... yeah. Is it an Unreal Engine? Taking scuffed routes is half the fun. Dude, could you imagine? I was gonna say this. Hold on a second. Could you imagine me trying to take this route? Like, I think I would just get caught like crazy. But guys, here's the only thing. Is I don't have a fuel trailer on the back. See what I'm saying? I don't have room. I would have to refuel at some point. I mean, or I would. I mean, like we've kind of been taking scuffed routes for a little bit. I mean, technically, like every stream, we've been taking like longer routes just to pull some ho-ho. What was that? Was it the sign or the pole? Try to like swing that and then... Yeah, you're probably right. It probably was the pole. Yeah, this is just a wide... It's just a wide bed. And then they just put the trailer on here. It crashed your game? No, this is a 5-slot. This is a 5-slot wide bed. So this is essentially a high saddle 5-slot wide semi. So it's kind of like the equivalent of, oh my goodness, kind of like the equivalent of the step deck trailer, but just high saddle, and it's just wider. I believe my grandfather was on B-29s, actually, in World War II. Let's go high gear, push, 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 let's go. The bore strength. Eating 7 to 8 gallons a minute. Go, just burn dinosaurs. That's what everybody used to say in the military. Like, if we would fly somewhere empty, we'd be like, yeah, it's fine. We're just burning dinosaurs. No, you don't want to tip this. What did I just do? What did I just do? That was the dumbest. Hold on a second. We're falling back. I'm not paying attention where I'm going here. We can back it. We can back it. We got this. When's Tesla gonna come to SR? It probably already has as a mod. Honestly. It's like... Yeah, but scratch all that crap. We want diesel trucks in this game, man. Rugged. What are my thoughts on a new Burlak? I think the Burlak is... potentially takes a place as one of the best scouts in the game for sure. Probably top 1 or top 2. Top 1 or, I mean, it's at least top 2 at the very least. I think depending on how you are, what do you think as a gamer? Yeah, it's definitely top 2. I think objectively top 2. Yeah, it's not. I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of folks say it's the best right now. But I'm still in the mindset that Tatron is I think a better scout. Period. I think as long as the Tatron's alive, but I mean it shows you. I think it's close because of what the Burlak brings to the table. But the sheer power of what the Tatron can offer is quite insane. I mean, yeah, we talked about this earlier. Like, yes, the Burlak can go through super conditions, but like, is there a lot of super conditions nowadays? Not much so. And if you are just slamming your way through super conditions, it's actually kind of stupid because you're just wasting time when you could have made a deviation and gave yourself 30 seconds to a minute break there instead of just going through super conditions because you can. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's like let's say the Vorongrad. The Vorongrad cannot traverse super conditions. Is that going to make the Vorongrad not an S tier? Absolutely not. It's S tier. The yard goes up there as well. I mean, you've seen my scout tier list, but that's for the year 1 and year 2 pass, so it doesn't have the new scouts on it. But I mean, we'll have a tier list whenever we get a season 12 and that's all completed. We'll have a tier list for that. Ooh, I need gas. Oh, I need gas. Yo, Tim I, thank you for that follow. Is it bad that I want to go? Your dad says I'm a nice guy? Oh, nice, man. Appreciate that. Your dad's a nice guy, too. Yo, Pan, thank you for that follow as well. Lodestar still your number 1 with the high range gearbox? Yeah, I think the Voron D is still up there. I gotta turn this off. I need gas. Do I have anybody to respond here? Actually, I do. Hold on. I'm gonna just give him some gas so I can potentially make it to the top of this hill. Oh yeah, that's true. I could take a fuel truck out of the garage. Yeah. That's probably a better option. I'm forgetting that this is I'll just pass fuel from this truck to the other one and then just recover it. But even in Amore, I mean, I just got done playing Amore hard mode, and I beat Amore hard mode faster than I did in normal mode, and that's being with the ability to recover and all resources at my whim at any time, right? So, and I didn't have the Burlak, okay? And I did fine. I did absolutely fine. Here's the thing: is like, here's where I think the argument needs to be made that the Tatran is better. Is this map right here? I think this map is what makes and breaks. I think the Burlak will do amazing here in these deep areas of like broken ice. However, I would love to see it do all these missions where you're crawling up through all these mountains. I don't know if you guys have seen that on stream. If you haven't, please go to my channel and watch whenever I was scouting and doing these missions with the Tatran. But up here,
hello,
pretty
gorgeous.
Treacherous. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm a person who values. Here's the thing, man, is we have 86 vehicles in the game. I got a comment on my video I posted the other day, and they were like, we needed to stop having vehicles. Like, forget bringing scouts to the game. They need to stop making vehicles. He's like, I go to the garage and try to figure out what vehicle I'm going to even use. He's like, and it's just flooding with vehicles. Do you know what I'm saying? And I kind of can agree. And it's almost like, back in the day, we had certain vehicles that fit certain roles, and they did really well. And some were specialized, but they still were really strong, which gave them good ratings on a tier list. It's like the argument with the 2 Zix. That's a Burlak. What am I doing? Where's the boar? And by amazing, no, I mean like balance, like going up through there, because you're going on the side of mountains, and the Tatran is just holding on, and it's still clawing its way through stuff. Yeah, right. It's like, yes, dude. Oh my gosh, I haven't had Dutch Bros in so long. Dude, that's the thing. I refuse to go get coffee from like places. I think the only place I'll go get coffee from in like once in a blue moon, actually like maybe like once every 2 weeks, is maybe Dunkin'. And that's like just because of pumpkin spice. But like other than that, man, I refuse to buy coffee because of how expensive it is. Yo, I'm telling you, if you just do the math on buying, grinding, and just making your own coffee every day, opposed to going to Starbucks, I'm talking like it should be one of the most eye-opening things. It's kind of like if you smoke cigarettes. Not to offend anybody who's smoking cigarettes, but like if you, I mean, it's crazy. I thought to myself, I was like, who can afford this? But like, you know, there's a lot of people that literally go get coffee every day. And it's like, man, how do you afford this? Wait, you can get coffee at Starbucks? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't get coffee at Starbucks. You know, they don't even actually... I've actually heard at Starbucks, they don't even disclose the ingredients of their pumpkin spice. But Dunkin' does. Dunkin' will actually give you the ingredients of what's going into it. So it's like, it's kind of sketch. Yeah, I would like to see improvements on vanilla trucks too. That's actually something I've been talking about a lot, is just, maybe that's the call, is like, quit bringing us new vehicles. Give us let us upgrade our existing ones and let us have fun with them, you know what I mean? I'm actually going to go right here. Maybe balance level requirement upgrades. Yeah, that's what I think too. But I mean, honestly, man, we could sit here and talk about all these things, but I don't think Saber is ever going to do that, which is the sad thing. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, like, I think trucks should still be stuck. Like, I don't think all trucks should just be able to have mud tires. I think this, though. I think the American truck should have access to an OHD. I think when you do that, you essentially... And I know Saber knows this. I know they know this because there's been so much research and testing done. As soon as you put an OHD on an American truck, changes the game. Because you don't need a mud tire if you have an OHD1. You really don't. We're going to get a 4-map region. Season 12 is going to be 4 maps. You can bet your last dollar on that. They're not going to push the last season without it being a finale. I think they said they're going to coexist, but honestly, like, I've heard Sorokin say that he's actually not, he's trying to get away from or work on a new project that's not SnowRunner, and I think it's Expedition. So honestly, maybe they are going to conclude this. I think they've been kind of doing the SnowRunner and Spin Tire series dirty, to be quite honest, because they've been using it lately as a testing ground for other video games. I think that's terrible. I think it's a disservice to the community, to be honest. You heard rumors of a year 4. I kind of hope there isn't a year 4. If you want my true opinion. From A Tribe Called Cars. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. In a lot, in some different ways, yes, they are. Yeah, in a way, they can be. I feel like I talk about this every stream, don't I, guys? The Boar, season 11. Yeah, if it doesn't mean the studio's gonna close the game, but here's the thing, man, is like, I'm gonna be real. Okay, guys. We've had the most content for any Spin Tires game. Like, SnowRunner has almost been, the life of this game has been extended. Do you see what I'm saying? It for a long time. Like, the extension of the content of this game has been a lot. I think a year 4 pass would just, it's almost like this. It's like we're calling for change, but then on the other hand, we're calling for give us more content. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like you're confusing the people who make this game by asking for more content on one hand, and then saying that we want change on the other. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like being double-minded. This is going to be interesting, guys, to say the least. Okay, I'm past that. I need to actually get over. I'm gonna catch. Oh, I didn't. Wow, that was actually very fortunate. And the thing is, there's already so many things wrong with SnowRunner right now that people want fixed. Like Link just said, with multiplayer and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. I think, but the thing is this is right now their numbers show that people are still playing the game. So I think everything goes by the numbers. Like, marketing is going to be, it's a numbers-based game. High gear just ripping this place, man. Just ripping it. Let's go, baby. More power. You never had a problem with MP? I don't know. Maybe it was just MP probably had just more time. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have swung wide here, but I messed up. Yeah, like I said, I'm stupid here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think too. Is they're gonna get we're gonna get as many seasons as they feel is profitable. Am I gonna get by this? I did. Haha. Is this breakable? No. But like, I don't think, personally, I don't think a year 4 pass is. I don't think we should have a year 4 pass. I think they could go make their other games, and whenever they have time, come back and make a whole new SnowRunner with all the information, or maybe like I don't know, a MudRunner 2. Dude, let's go. They gave me a wide flatbed semi-trailer. Sandrunner. I mean, they have reserved names, I guess, for marketing, like Blood Runner, Sand Runner, Jungle Runner, all those. I don't know. Maybe not Jungle Runner, but yeah. I mean, like, I think the game got better as time went on. I can't say it hasn't, because I think the year 2 pass was kind of rough at first. I can think it ended well. Year 3 has been awesome. Year 3 has been awesome so far. I mean, Ontario, British Columbia, Scandinavia, like, It's been great. Collecting waste. Celebrity Hour. What? There's another movie star trailer? Oh, I have to bring it to By the Lake. Oh. Okay, actually I might do... We're going to do this. I think we're going to do Collecting Waste. And monkeys will start stealing your cargo. Yeah, I know, right? What's up, Clutch? Welcome in. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll come back and do Collecting Waste. And then we might actually get a different truck to pull the Movie Star trailer this time. And maybe we'll just see what chat wants for the Movie Star trailer. So I will be back in just a minute. So hang tight. We are back. I mean, I think if Michigan remaster, here's the thing, man. I think the biggest thing that needs fixed in this game is multiplayer. I think that you could essentially keep your player base for, I think, years to come if you fix multiplayer. So I think that is the biggest issue right now, is no one really likes playing a game by themselves. Well, I can't say that. A lot of people do, but I think playing with someone else and sharing in that excitement and the journey of what SnowRunner is, man, it can be really fun. Arquito, welcome in. All right, we need a truck to do this. I need a low saddle. I almost want to use this again. All right, guys, what truck do you guys think we should use? I don't want to use something that's overpowered. Okay, Kodiak is one that we could use. I need something with a crane. Should I use the CT681? Have we done that? The T813 doesn't have a crane or a low saddle, or I would use it. Yeah, that's another thing, is like, that's the biggest thing as Udemy is you cannot communicate with anyone on the platform. There is no chat box. Like, you could instantly fix SnowRunner multiplayer, because some people don't want to use a mic, but at least have a chat box. Do you know what I'm saying? You can just chat with them. 605 enjoyers ignored. Don't worry. I might pull out the 605R. It's hard to, man, because it's so strong, bro. It's so the 605R is so strong. Fleet Star. Okay. I have some folks that are saying some things. Type in the chat. I'm literally going to take the most requests that we have in chat, and they're going to be the first 4 options, and I'm going to do a poll, and that's what we're going to use. I know you guys just love this. Have I done the White Western Star lately? I think we did it the other day. Okay, so we've used the Kenworth already for something. I have Fleet Star 681, Fleet Star 681, Step 310 Echo, the GMC. The HX 520, the Tega B. Tega B is pretty strong. I'm going to do a poll, actually. Yeah, we're going to do a poll right now. All right, here's a new poll. two Tega Bs. Let's see. All right, guys, I just put five picks up here. I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes to do this. Here's the poll. Please go vote. I need everyone in chat right now to vote. Everyone in chat, please participate. Even if you have not spoken on this channel before, does not matter. Please vote in this poll. I don't care if you're coming here to lurk, just to hang out, it's fine. But we need these votes. You're trying to get a friend involved in SnowRunner. The only problem is he's concerned that he won't like it for 30 bucks. Any suggestion how to convince him? Honestly, man, you got 30 bucks lying around to gift it to him? I mean, Christmas is coming up soon. Here's the thing, man. I had my own brother. I tried to get him into the game, bought him the game, played it. I think he enjoyed it, but I don't think it was something that he wanted to like play as like long. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could convince him. I don't know. It's on Game Pass. That's right. That's an option. Get it on Game Pass, and if he doesn't like it, I mean, you still have Game Pass. You don't really have to play it. Torrent it if he likes it. Bye. I need votes, guys. We got some good participation here. Come on now. The Fleet Star and the HX 520 right now are leading. So who wants to see the Fleet Star? Get votes in. Fleet Star and the HX 520 are leading right now. I need votes. Let's go. You got like 10 seconds left. Close race. Close race. Oh my goodness. Hey, who did that? Who did that? Okay, we're going to do it again. 1v1. We got to do a tiebreaker, right? Now it's up to me. Okay, new poll. Here we go. New poll. We have to have a tiebreaker. Okay, here we go. I need votes, y'all. Get your votes in. 2 minutes. everybody that's currently in the chat. Speakers, non-speakers, lurkers, subs, followers, I don't care. Get your vote in. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's a close race again. We currently have... Wow. 17 votes are in right now. We need more votes. You're cool now. Yeah, as long as you voted, you're good. It is a close race, guys. I hope it doesn't tie, but it's close again. It's so close. It is so close right now. I'm gonna say if it's a tiebreaker, hold on a second. You can't vote more than once. So if it ties again, do I choose or do we run it again? Okay, you got 30 seconds to get your votes in. I am the tiebreaker. I already voted. I voted on the poll too. But I won't tell you my vote, Jeffro. Oh, I vote. Wheel of names. Flip a coin. Oh my goodness. You guys, hey, it's Jigsaw, dude. It's Jigsaw doing this. Ask Siri to flip a coin. Okay, check us out. Here we go. You guys want me to do that? Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Flip a coin. Okay, so check us out. I'm gonna run this again. Listen. Heads is going to be the International HX520. Tails is the Fleet Star. Here we go. Hey Siri. Flip a coin. It is Tails, International Fleet Star. All right. You guys are trolls, you know that? Fun and engaging. Fun and engaging. One of the worst trucks to loot, use low saddle. And I know you guys know this. Because if you've watched my old school review, there is no low saddle. There is no low saddle footage on my review for this thing, which is my first review I've ever done on YouTube. And you guys did it to me. But hey, here we go. Gotta say though, this truck is not bad. That's called stream engagement. Yeah, I like doing those polls. I like doing stuff like this. This is why I like playing normal mode, because like when I play hard mode, I really can't do stuff like this because, you know, like I have my own trucks, and if I do all this stuff, I'm wasting tons of cash just trying to get the crowd involved, to get the viewers involved, you know? Oh my goodness. Link, what are you doing? Thank you so much, man, for those 10 gifted subs. I can't even see all the folks that you've subbed to. Thank you so much for that support, man. That is the most number of subs I've ever gotten in a stream. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Can't thank you enough. Much, much appreciated, man. Okay, for that, so Link, you have, because of that, you have the next pick of truck we use on the next mission. Doesn't matter what truck, you have the pick. You had to do this, it's too entertaining. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. Much, much appreciated. I appreciate everybody. Sub or no sub, follow or no follow. I definitely appreciate y'all. So. That's too much power? Well, not really. Well, I know what you mean. Okay, so let's go detach. I'm going to recover you, get back in the Fleet Star. Well, you can think about it, because this is probably going to take me a little bit, but it is your call. Okay, I need to turn around. I can't even hook. There's no such thing as too much power. Where is attach? Do I have a high saddle on here? Oh shoot, wait, do I have a high saddle? Am I an idiot? No, I have low. You want to see the HX since it got second? Okay, that works. We can do that. Was I not lined up there or something? What is going on? And he has the person with the power will always want more power. All right, HX 520 it is next. I don't know. I'm thinking it does. But it's not giving me the conflict. I hope it doesn't conflict, because then that means I have to get a new trailer. You know what? I'm gonna get a new trailer. Let's just do this. I'm just gonna get a new trailer. I'm not gonna mess with it. Alright, gamer, thanks for stopping in, man. Let's check here. Here's a good test. Yo. Crazy thing is, guys, this thing does not even have the option for the step deck. No joke. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Whatever. We'll do this. No worries. No worries at all. That is something, that is attention to detail that I did not ever notice. And really, I didn't really care because I never used this thing with the saddle, but whoa. Through we go. Oh my gosh, there's why I never used this thing. Look how close that frame is. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting. Chevrolet celebrated 100 years of truck sales in 2018. 100 years. That is crazy. All right. Okay, what? is going on with my glasses? There's like a dot on my glasses right now. I need to get this off. I wear these blue light glasses because if I don't, man, my eyes hurt so bad. Yeah, that's true. Without knowledge, you wouldn't know what truth is. You wouldn't be able to discern truth. Let's see here. Pick up the garbage. And then we roll. Actually, we'll just go pick up the garbage. Head this way, this way, this way. Back to Z Road. Is there a reason I'm not using a face cam? Well, to be honest, yes, there is. Because what happens is, I don't know if my computer has enough power to push for the cam. Because what happens, whenever the game is light, the cam will kind of blur. Whenever the game is dark, the cam will be okay. I don't know if, because I'm playing on a laptop right now, like a gaming laptop. With a keyboard, what's it called, a cooler underneath it. Yeah, I'm using OBS Studio, and what happens? It's been happening like that for as long as I can remember. I don't know if the USB-C port just can't push out enough power, or not. I don't know what it is. I would use a face cam probably about 50% of the time, but like when I look back over my VODs and I see the camera kind of getting blurry, it's just like, man, I don't know. Well, yeah, it does take a lot of my energy. That's true. Streaming with a cam it is exhausting, to be quite honest, because you know you're on camera. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's different. I don't know if anybody has ever streamed with the camera, but if I get off stream after streaming like 3 hours without a camera, I don't feel as exhausted as I would if I was streaming with a cam. Like camera, I definitely feel it. The laptop doesn't have a webcam now. No, it doesn't have a webcam. But yeah, man, I mean, the crazy thing is I think it's a Logitech Stream Cam. So, I don't know, I've been trying. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that stuff, but I'm positive that folks have used cameras in the past with a laptop and it's been fine, but for some reason, ever since I started making content, there's always something I got to deal with. But I think I would probably be inclined to use it. I mean, even though it does take a lot of my energy, like Jigsaw did say, I probably would be inclined to use it for at least half the stream or half of my streams. I mean, I remember when I first started streaming, man, I was like super nervous. I remember when I first started making videos, I was super nervous because like I don't even like the sound of my own voice, to be quite honest. I would almost cringe like when I was either watching my content or just editing my videos. I'd be like, man, am I doing the right thing here? I can hardly listen to myself speak. I think it's how we kind of all are, in a sense. We can be. Ooh, that works. That works. Where's the third? Where's the third? Oh. Oh. Why did I think there was only... Have I thought of using AI character? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not in my character. MHS2 or OHD. I'm probably going to choose OHDs. I think it's depending on the truck, though. I think you can't go wrong with the MHS2. I don't think you can go wrong with the MHS2. I think if you're going to haul low saddle, though, I don't know. I think I'm inclined to default say OHD1, but But MHS2 is a very good tire, which I do still actually put on and sometimes use, because with the MHS2, your front tires don't sink in too much. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have a little bit more buoyancy in the front when you're going through deep terrain with the MHS2, just because you have a wide front tire opposed to having a super wide rear tire. Yeah, I'm not a VTuber. No way. I can't do that. I think I have there's a code. I gotta live by the code. When is the bathwater coming to sale? Oh my goodness, man. I will never. That's another thing I can't. I don't understand folks nowadays. Leftover coffee. Victor, that cracked me up, dude. Oh my goodness. Sell some cold brew or something like that. Like, speaking of cold brew, I haven't made cold brew in a while. But yeah, Arquito, you can't go wrong. It's really your personal preference, man. First year, you were not really a fan of the Western Stars, but really become like the 47X. NF 1424. It's such a good saddle hauler. It is. No, it is for sure. Short frame, all-wheel drive diff lock, 48-inch tires, right? Raised suspension or active. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. For sale on eBay, Nathan's leftover coffee. Start a bid at 10K. Oh my goodness. What is cold brew? Cold brew is essentially when you grind up coffee, and you'll actually allow the coffee to soak in water with a barrier, so basically like a cheesecloth or like some type of filter, and then you just allow it to brew naturally, like either in your refrigerator or just out on the counter. And at some point you do put it in your refrigerator, you let it brew overnight for like 24 hours, and it basically just produces like a very smooth, because you know, like sometimes coffee has like a bite to it, like whenever you drink it, it's a very smooth flavor. And also, I think it's just higher in caffeine. It's just very, honestly, for like a summer day, it's really nice. No, it's not like espresso or hot water. It's straight up just room temperature water, coffee grounds, and then you just basically put it in the fridge. Yeah, you can use a French press because it has a barrier. That's actually a good... I do have a French press, actually. But yeah. It's like steeping tea. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's like steeping tea. But just coffee. Literally exactly the same thing, basically. Yo, what's up, Larpup? Welcome in. Yeah, I like me some cold brew. I used to really like the nitro cold brews where they add like the nitrogen to it and it basically like froths it up. Just a complete black cold brew coffee that's like, oh man. I am a coffee lover. You drink 4 espresso a day, I can't function without coffee. Yeah, I definitely love coffee. I literally, like, at 7 o'clock at night, I will grind my coffee, put it in the pot, set the timer for 5 a.m., and then, you know, I brew coffee, wake up, have breakfast, and I really, like, this crazy thing is, like, I'm so addicted to the coffee that I'll go to bed, like, before I go to bed, I'm looking forward to having a cup of coffee in the morning. I actually use, like, a medium roast, so, to be honest, the lighter the roast you go, the stronger the caffeine content is in it. So if you actually go dark roast, there's less concentrated caffeine, okay? But the taste is bold, right? Like you feel like you're like, oh man, that's probably strong, a lot of caffeine, but it's not. Have I looked into the cabin protector to push the crane closer to the saddle so it does? You know, that actually is a good idea with the cabin protectors. I think the only reason I haven't used them is one, I just kind of forget about them. because I'm always switching up add-ons. I never remember to add like a cabin protector or something like that. But that's a good tip for sure. I do like that, and the cabin protectors actually look pretty good too. Drive by. I do like the sound of this thing, man. It's just a gurgle. How big is your collision model with it, though? I don't know. I mean, with a cabin protector? Is that what you mean? Once you go that route, you can't go back, yeah. It almost sounds like a gurgle, doesn't it? It's like... Kenworth is pretty darn good. I'm glad they changed it, because it, I forget what it used to sound like. It sounded like the P12, actually, whenever they first pushed the PTS out. And then they changed the engine sound. Twin steer is really good too. Yeah, the turbo. I think the twin steer and has the same sound. That's it. That's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. But thank you for those 200 bits, by the way. Appreciate that. What is it? The 49X has the same sound as the 6900 twin steer. Best engine sounds are from Season 10 Fix and Connect. Those are two pretty good ones, I gotta say. Those are two pretty good ones.
Will I get over it? No. But life goes on.
Good old Dwight. P16's engine. P16's horn. Okay, what's the best horn in the game then? Horn sounds. By far? I could agree with that. And engine sound? Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good for sure. There's something about those first trucks in the game that are just like so iconic, but like so nostalgic, right? And like to think about it, we have more DLC trucks in the game than we had base game vehicles now. But the thing is, you ever notice that we remember, like it's almost like we talk more about the older trucks than we do the newer ones. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that, yo, those videos in the P16 hauling logs are insane. They really are. Yeah, the older Longhorn does sound good. I like how they updated, or how they basically gave it a nice little boost there too, actually. Metal beams to the station warehouse. Okay, this is nice. I really like how the season doesn't feel grindy. Like, I don't feel like I'm grinding right now. Oh man, can I pull those metal beams out of there? No, of course not. Alright, Jigsaw, thank you for stopping in, man. You have a wonderful Tuesday. As always, good to see you. Yeah, they look crazy. I don't even think they even make those vehicles anymore. They don't even make those Pacific trucks anymore. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they stopped producing those. I wonder why. Actually, I wonder why. But yeah, those are some massive vehicles, man. Well, they were all handmade. Are you for real? That is insane. So how many P16s were ever made and P12s? That is insane. And I didn't know they were handmade. I'm pretty sure the old Cadillacs back in the day were handmade too. Like way back. And then basically they started just basically creating like an assembly line, which is machine made. No, I haven't seen those about the Australian road trains now. I should probably look that up. That'd be kind of cool. They became rare. I think they sold Pacific eventually, yeah. With Thornycroft, Mighty Antar. The thing is a beast, dang. It sounds like a beastie truck. Five trailers at once. Goodness. Yeah, I mean, like seeing those videos of a P16 just screaming, going up a hill with like logs that are just even much bigger than the vehicle itself. And if you ever seen a human stand next to a P16, like you're basically like inside of the wheel well. Like that's how big the vehicle is. Like 56 inches. I think their tires are what, 56 or 58s? I'm not sure if that's even like equivalent to what they are in real life, but I mean, a 6-foot human being is 72 inches. I'm not sure what that equates to in like centimeters or whatever, but I mean, like it doesn't take you much bending over just to like walk underneath the vehicle. The cost is probably insane. And now it can't climb over a pebble in this game, yeah. You always use P16 on long logs? I mean, if there's any more logging missions, I definitely will pull out the P16 and we will use it for long logs. I promise you that. If there's any more logging missions on here, and I can use the P16, I will. You stream about driving the Susas in this game. They have 8x8 off-road trucks in Finland's army. That sounds pretty cool. It was designed to pull transport trailers. 16-liter engine. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're bought by companies and only in order to take back the investment they ran. Oh, okay, I got you. Yo, what's up, PK? You asking me what's the best truck for a moor? Here we go, collecting waste. Here goes. Please accept this payment as promised. Where's it? What is available? Oh, the cable car. Detach. Delete. I don't care about the cash. And we bust out the HX520 because that is because of Link, who gifted 10 subs. So PK, if you're asking like what's the best truck for a moor, man, it's really tough for me to say. I think this, man. I think whatever truck is good at deep conditions, has good stability, and has a powerful engine, you're pretty much can say it's good for any map other than a moor. I wonder if you mean like just, you know, smashing through terrain, like anything. and there are a bunch of them. But I mean, any of the big trucks that have massive tires are going to crush them more. Okay, so HX 520. I gotta see what we're gonna do here first. Bird's eye view. Cable car. Movie star trailer. To the movie set. What? Wait, let's go back to this map here. All right, Link. You got the pick, brother. Which of these 3 contracts are we doing? Are we pulling the movie star trailer with the HX 520, or do you want to see it pull some cargo up to the top of the mountain? The cable cars. I think the cable cars are like 2 slot cargos. Do I recommend the TMHS or the MHS2 and take us? I would say TMHS. TMHS are always going to be a better option than the MHS2, in my opinion. Both of them are much wider. The grip values probably aren't as good. However, you're gaining much more lateral stability, and you're also allowing yourself to crawl through super conditions at a very low pace. And even when you get bogged down, getting out of a bogged down position with a TMHS tire is insanely easy. I've actually demonstrated it on my mud riding tips, which is essentially just turn your tire to a full lock, drop your transmission to like low or low minus, and just you should see how fast it crawls out. It's insane. You want to do the movie one? Okay, sounds good. Movie trailer it is. I think I might have to take this crane off, to be honest. There might be a confliction with this, so. All right, movie trailer it is. Let's see what gateway I need to go through. That one, so it's actually the one that's down. No worries, man. Always happy to answer questions. Your back turns out stocking 40 logs doesn't take that long? Oh my gosh. 40 logs. Oh man, yeah, you definitely can use some American trucks here in Scandinavia. You just 100%ed Yukon. Congrats, man. That's a good feeling. Yukon's not a joke. Yukon's no joke. I think what I liked about Yukon is when I was getting near the end, which was like pulling all that cargo to a location. I essentially brought, I scavenged all this cargo from all these places, right? And I brought them to this centralized hub, which is the cabin reconstruction. You can store things here. So I would bring all my cargo here. And then you're just delivering on these roads to like here, to like here, and down here, right? So you just, basically I was just pulling cargo and just going real fast at the end. Have I don't know about the new truck. A lot of folks think it's going to be the W990 Kenworth. That's kind of what a lot of folks are thinking. You're on one of the last 3 contracts in Yukon yourself? Nice, man. Awesome. You're pretty small. 1 foot diameter, 4 feet long. Oh, that's not too big. So yeah, you did something similar then, yeah, the stockpile things. Mac with the semi chains, haul everything to the factory, super, yeah, exactly, dude. Very, very nice. On the Rails contract, which one is that? What does it have you do? I don't remember a lot of those tech. Gather metal and planks to make rails. I don't think it took too long. Build 4 rails, 4 planks per rail. Yeah, it's going to be the gathering that's taking time. So you're on Wisconsin. I'm guaranteed it's probably here, right? Grainwoods. So you need the rail production. This is not bad. I don't think it's bad, actually. It's actually not too bad. Because if you think about it, like we are getting all this stuff from like the mini warehouse here, the mini warehouse here. And then if you have these two open, getting to these places is not really that bad. I mean, this is probably going to be your longest route. As you can see, I depleted it, but like getting through these areas are not going to take you too long. Train mission is good. Here's one question that might help others. What do you recommend for beginner of SnowRunner to start with? Should they buy the year 1, 2, or bundle, or nothing? I think that if you are brand new to SnowRunner, I think you should just buy the base game, play the base game, or play how much ever you think you can play, and then go from there. Do not buy any DLCs to start with. Play the game bare bones as intended, like you just purchased the game when it first came out. Get a feel of what SnowRunner is about, because at that point, it is very difficult if you don't have DLCs. If you have DLCs, a bunch of DLC vehicles, free DLC vehicles, or even the ones that are purchasable, you're just going to be, it's going to be a very simple game. And I don't think being a very simple game is going to be very fun. So, and then yeah, just learn the game. If you need help, I don't want to self-promote here, but I have a lot of good videos that can help you with mechanics of, running stuff, running through mud, gearboxes. I even have map guides, truck reviews. All that stuff is just literally just to help. It's like Wiki. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Sometimes I do regret not continuing the Route Runner series, but it was just too much of an undertaking to continue that. That would have taken me so long. And I think by the time, I think if you can survive the year 1 pass, which I think is the hardest content in the game, you really don't need a map runner for the rest. Like, I don't really think a lot of folks need to know like anything about terrain or like deepness of terrain in this area. Maybe tipping concerns and stuff like that, and like places that you need to watch out for off balance, but I think at this point everybody's pretty experienced, but also like the biggest thing is just understanding what your truck can get away with and what you can get away with as a driver, as a player. Should I almost wanted to say if I should delete this. I almost want to, because I know I want to clean my map up when I'm done with this stuff. I probably will after I grab this trailer. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't really touch mods. Wait. Was I supposed to go somewhere else? I was. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. I thought there was another movie trailer that I was taking to that other location. That's a product of just not paying attention. Alright. Here we go. I guess we have more HX footage coming at you. That's funny. No wonder why I've spent almost like 30 hours on this map and just making dumb moves. I wonder, when I pulled up, I was like, where's the trailer at? And why is this place like demolished? Gosh, this thing is flying right now. It's actually not too bad to actually drive, to be honest. I think it's because it's long wheelbase. Where do I think season 12 will be? Now that I know that they're making trucks that aren't really have anything to do with the region. I think I've seen leaks that there's like a UK truck that they could be making. I think it might be a Scout. Oh gosh, I think it might be a Scout. But I think my guess would probably be like UK. Be honest, I think so. Yeah, the Mack and the Kenworth were such good additions. I think whenever they fixed the Mack, and then they did some touches on the Kenworth too, it just, I mean, effectively, sorry. I mean, I think with the changes, you basically put out 2 S-tier trucks in one DLC. Like, that's crazy value. Like, when's the last time we got 2 S-tier trucks? Actually, hold on. Season 9. Well, maybe not. I don't know yet if I would rank the 566 Alpha S-tier. But it's darn close, man. It's darn close. I think that the Dairy goes S-tier. I don't think it's like top S tier. I think it's like low S tier. But the Dairy is still very good. The Mack was buffed, yes. It got a collision model buff, so it definitely runs a lot better now. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Honestly, I'm trying to think. I haven't really given this a lot of thought, but it's going to be hard to to hold the 5.66 Alpha away from the S tier. It's so strong. I think it has like 205,000 torque. Has a roof rack. It's one of the it's very stable. It doesn't have a lot of range, but it's one of the better low saddle haulers. It's one of the only low saddle haulers that for a 4x4 that's actually good. Jungle Runner. I mean, shoot, South Africa or or South America. Like, I mean, who knows, man? Honestly, to beat. Actually, you know what? I kind of want. It would be cool if it was just a straight up snow map. Do you know what I'm saying? Like complete snow map. Four maps, snow. Just like the name of the game, Snow Runner. Difficult to rescue when it's tipped. Mud, snow, then sand. Amore 2.0. I don't think they'll ever make another Amore. I don't think it's in the interest of their marketing to create another map like that. I just don't think it's going to be good. It won't be received by a lot of the community very well. So I mean, with the dairy and being unstable with like logs on, that's a good point, but you got to think about this. Most trucks that put medium logs frame on them are gonna catch some instability. I mean, there's only a few vehicles that feel lesser effects of balance when hauling medium logs or even short logs. I think that the only thing I don't like about the dairy is it doesn't have a lot of flex in its frame. It's very rigid. It's very rigid. I've never had like stability issues with it, but I don't know. Finland, Lapland, give gifts to children on behalf of Santa. Okay. I think hold on a second. How long is this trailer? Okay, we're gonna do something different, guys. We'll pull it down here. We'll do a little bit of a pull. Nothing crazy. Yeah. We'll actually go here, up around here, there, down the slope. Down the slope, through the gap, down this road, to the gateway. There we go. There we go. They were sold to oil industry in Arab countries. Oh man, really? It's kind of sad. I think this is a good pull. I think this is a good one. Let's do it. Hold on. Do I have enough gas? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna get some gas from the Burlak. Or yeah, I'm gonna get some gas from the Burlak. Oh, the flickering, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, I mean, there's a few trucks in the game that like really, they're really resistant to the effects of having like a log load on top of their vehicle. It's just, but I definitely understand the frustration. Oh, it has amazing economy for sure. Haul like military equipment and stuff in planes. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, the Azov feels like the 5319 feels like one. The 6455B is one that, oh man, it's crazy how stable that truck is. I mean, even its brother is stable. They're both just insane stable. Let's go high gear. Let's push this stuff. I need to swing wide here, actually. I hope I don't get stuck. You have yet to see difficult terrain on this map? From watching this? I don't think... How do I say this? Well, also eye drops. I'm not trying to... I don't want to say that I'm a great player. But I've been playing a long time. So like a lot of these things don't seem too bad just because I've kind of played it. I've played a lot of this game, a lot more difficult maps. But I do think there is some good difficulty here, especially with like balance concerns and stuff like that. And I also think there's some spots that are concerning. Like you can play this pretty carelessly and find yourself in a really bad situation. I think really fast. But I think just because of the nature I play pretty slow, so I can kind of like, I kind of can look and see what's coming ahead of time, and I don't know. You've seen pavement 90% of the time? Well, that's because like a lot of these missions I'm just running down pavement. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It has a very big network of roads. And I think the reason that's like that is because there's no trailer store, there's no fuel station, and there's no garage on the second map. So I think what they did was they just tried to make, because they didn't give you those, they want to make it so you can have like a fast track to the next map without just burning up all your fuel. I never have to analyze it, but does damage to the engine and wheels affect performance? Yes, it does. Damage to the engine directly affects that. Damage to your wheels, and when they're broken, it does. I don't think there's too much of an effect, but I think there is. I think SD1 did a video on when your wheels are broken. I've done a video on how engine damage affects your power, your torque, and stuff like that. Have I ever used a quick winch during trials to get around corners real quick? During trials? I never really played the trials. Oh no. But I used the quick winch to get around corners like that a lot. In a lot of different situations, absolutely. But yeah, I think the difficult areas in this map, on this map alone, I think are like up in here. Up through here. I think like crawling up through here, hitting these stones. All these areas up in here are kind of like a little bit more difficult than anything. Down here, like you just have, it's a huge road network. But the funny thing is, for this having a big road network, I'm already 5 hours past the time that I completed Season 10. Season 10 had a lot less, or a lot less road network, and it took me far less time. And this is taking me like more time than Season 10 did, which I didn't expect, actually. It's kind of odd. But yeah, I think it's just a balanced map. I think for a DLC, it probably trends more toward like moderate to moderate easy for a veteran player, but like for someone who just jumps over from like completing the base game over to this, I think you could find it difficult in areas. I think another thing you have to factor in is I'm using semi-trailer, so I'm depending a lot on the balance of the semi-trailer to keep myself upright. But if I was using like a sideboard bed, I think I would probably be in trouble more often, just because I don't have anything to lean upon or to like kind of help me with balance by like creating angles and such like that, all that other good stuff we talk about. I think I go this way. Oh wait, did I turn? I went the wrong way. Okay, I can turn around right here. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. First thing you tried the trials. The first trial, and I think it's called Ride on King. It felt impossible to complete in time. That was many gameplay hours ago. Yeah, there have been some folks asking me to do the trials. What's going on, BTM? Welcome in. We are pulling the movie star trailer right now. Whipping this thing around, actually. Okay, so I think I have to... It's a glorified horse trailer. It looks like a camper. Actually, no, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, guys. I don't know. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh no. Did I mess up? Did I mess up? I think I messed up. No, I can't believe I got free of that. Wow. I can't believe I got free. Yeah, I just almost flipped it there. It does look like a horse trailer or a camper. Whoa, the crazy thing is, look, it's all collapsed now. Remember the last time I pulled it, it was like all extended. Oh, no worries. Thank you for that lurk. Can we push the high? Can we push it? Didn't stall yet. Yeah, I think this map is amazing. I think it's been super fun. Like, there's a lot of areas I think you could flip over without a semi-trailer. But I just love that I hit something. I just love that you can use American trucks here. There it is. It's pulling my...
Speed and power, that's the solution.
Oh, go. Oh, guys. This might be bad here. The trailer is caught. Okay, good thing I have a tree here. Actually, no. We go forward. What am I thinking?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Can I get myself out of this? Oh my goodness, I might actually get out of this. How is that tree not breaking?
Will I get over it? No. But life goes on.
Oh. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on the ground? Looks like the landing gear is like stuck. Here we go. This is some entertainment. You would think I'd pull out of that.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Oh, that's good news right there. That tree doesn't break to my left or my right. That's good. That's good. This is actually good news. Okay. I thought this was a breaking tree. And we're free. Not too bad. I'm gonna get stuck here though. It's gonna catch. You already know it.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
Not so fast. Actually, we did. We're all right. Found the truck yesterday. Take a 6436. Yeah. 6436 is probably one of the better vehicles in the game. A wheel DLC is coming. Any predictions? I think I have more hopes than predictions. I hope it's just not like aesthetics. I actually hope it's I hope it's actually like a wheel pack for like American trucks, to be honest. Like wheel upgrades, like I don't know, maybe an OHD. However, I do think it could be something along the line of like, do you know how the MHS1 is the same as every single DMHS truck or DMHS tire? I really hope it's not something along those lines. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's no difference between a DMHS tire and an MHS. Oh my gosh. Can I reach that? I guess. I don't. This is going to be tough here. It's like pooping himself right now. If I can just get this trailer. HX is definitely a highway truck. Well, here's the thing. HX is a great truck, to be quite honest. I definitely wouldn't say it's a highway truck, but I mean, like, in the general scheme of things, like, this truck was not manufactured for this in real life. But I'm also pulling a trailer that has a very low ground clearance in general, so I'm just getting caught, essentially. And I'm also pulling a harder route. But I mean, this is what people want, right? They want difficulty. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. So now Go like this. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. We keep you. Welcome to Winch Runner? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Is it's either people want difficulty until difficulty happens. And then... yeah, they don't want difficulty. But like, that's essentially what Amore is. Amore is just Winch Runner, right? So... you're planning on using the 57X for this? You'll reconsider? I would probably reconsider. Well, no, actually, no. Don't reconsider. Just don't take this route. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to prove a point that these routes up through here are a little bit more difficult than... I could have literally took this right down this hill, came to the road, and just down. But I chose to be... this was like self-imposed difficulty, or... so what I do for a hobby? Struggling with a tree. Yeah, exactly. It's complicated. That looks like your first gig moving the excavator trailer. Yeah, that sounds tough. You prefer the slow drive difficulty? What do you mean slow drive? Like just holding the gas trigger and... oh, look, the lights come on. That's cool. I mean, that was pretty slow. That was pretty slow driving. But I mean, my difficulty was just basically getting caught with the trailer, how long it is. Yeah, it's good for highway trucks, honestly. I used some highway trucks here. I've actually used some highway trucks on season 10 too. NPCs would be sick. What would an NPC do? I don't know. I don't know how they would even implement NPCs in this game. I mean, I kind of talked about how NPCs would be kind of good with like other trucking companies being in the game and you being a part of them. And bidding for jobs and stuff like that. Maybe seeing other folks like doing the job. Or even if you're multiplayer, if someone's a part of a different company, like you're playing on the same map, but you're bidding for jobs. Man. Trade you fuel for something, right? Oh, the crash is frustrating, dude. The crash is frustrating. You know what the crazy thing about that is? I've had that happen and I've lost 800 hours at the drop of a hat. That was on PC, actually. That stuff sucks. There you go. Oh man, that sucks. 1 to 2 minutes without crashing multiplayer? That's terrible. Whoa, I can't believe I just didn't blow my suspension there. That is kind of crazy. Does this go in? Okay, no. It does, but it doesn't. Does, then it doesn't. Yeah, we want this. Get out of my way. You know what? You get deleted. I gotta say though, for hard mode, there are a lot of trailers and a lot of fuel in these maps that can be free, which is a huge thing. Huge. Do you like our movie set? It might not be fully ready yet because we know we can count on you there. Drive on normal road, blow suspension like crazy, drive on boulders. I know, right? That's kind of how it is. Kind of how it is. I believe we're actually probably bringing cargo to this place now. This one's probably going to be one of the best missions here, I'm guessing. The cable car. To the recycling plant. I'm guessing this is all over the other one. Finishing touches. Delivered to the movie set. Delivered to the Wasteland movie set. Recycling plants. Garbage to get these. So I wonder with these, what did this open up? Oh, okay, I see. So this opens up warehouses. For hard mode, I actually there's might be a strat where you're legitimately just doing Nordic environment as fast as possible to open up a warehouse. I don't know. I mean, does that make sense to anybody? But the thing is, I feel like there's so many missions that are required and kind of locked up. I don't know. It's kind of odd. It's definitely kind of odd. What is this? 2, 5, bird's eye view. Oh my gosh. Finishing touches. Have I ever played Farm Sim? No, I haven't. Let's go. I think cement. Vehicle spare parts. Okay, we're going to do this one real quick. Yeah, we're going to do this one real quick. Yep, we're going to do this one real quick. I got the perfect truck for this. My favorite, actually, it's not my favorite. Where's my trailer? Shoot. Okay. Yo, Dakota, thank you for that follow. Welcome in. How you doing? Yo, Navin R, thank you for that follow as well. Welcome in. What's so special about this little truck? I wouldn't say there's much really special, but it's just it's nice to It's nice to play with it and make it work, honestly. It just feels good. It feels good to play trucks that aren't that good and do big things with them, I guess. I like it though. Has a good bit of power. I think it's like 185,000 torque. But it's just not very, it gets passed up a lot. I will say that. Not a lot of folks use this. For a small 4x4, it's pretty good. If you can use it right, I think. Only thing is it's kind of bouncy. Its add-ons that come with it are just way too big for it to be useful. Yeah, it's an underdog. It's basically a C tier. It's like a C tier, maybe low B tier off-road truck. I'd probably say like high C tier. I forget where I placed it on my tier list actually, but essentially, I think player skill can really elevate a vehicle above its status though. I gotta turn you around. You had fun with those middle beams on Cola? Nice. Those Burlacs are nuts, man. Like, they legitimately can be living spaces. I was learning some from them, and they actually can, yeah, you can have living spaces. There's like living spaces in them. I want to make sure I can grab cement from here. I can, okay. Through the gateway, grab cement, go to the other place, grab spare parts. Have I tried a new add-on for the P12? Yeah, I have. I think it's a good add-on for the P12 just because the P12 has never had a crane, a small crane, in any part of its lifetime. So it opens up to be a little bit more versatile. But the thing is, like, there's a difference between versatility and add-on capability. I think it's still useful. It's just a very heavy add-on. And the P12 is the worst vehicle in the game. That and the P16 are the worst vehicles in the game for power to weight currently. Okay, so we go up here past our little 6455B. We go right through here, maybe grab a little sip of fuel. Oh, and then I need to head down. Head down south. And no, I'm not singing the South Park song. To get there. And then we come back. Alright, let's do it. But yeah, I think it's a good add-on, but I don't think it's... I think it's like 5 trucks got that new add-on. I think the truck that probably benefits the most from it currently is the Dan. Dan did not have a small crane before. So you couldn't do things like this with the Dan. But you could use low saddle with the Dan, which is amazing, by the way. It just doesn't have a small crane, but now has a small crane and has even more fuel. I think another good one is maybe the 5319. Because it just burns a ton of fuel, so now it has more fuel to depend on. Yo, what's up, Storm? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Good to see ya. You're located near Murmansk, just below Kola. Your grandfather was a fisher. Used to use machines similar to the Burlacs as underdeveloped areas. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. They are some wild vehicles. Like, I think I learned that they can haul up to like 15 passengers inside of it, and then it can be configured to have like basically like a toilet in there, a small living space, like basically like a small little kitchenette, essentially. Like, It's wild. It's wild. Oh, really? You know what's awesome about this thing? It can turn really sharp too. This thing can turn so sharp. Oh, me too, man. I think this map's a banger. I've been using some not so popular trucks on this one, and it's been so fun. The crazy thing is, for how big the road network is, Storm, I'm honestly like, I'm already past the amount of time it took me to complete Season 10. I figured because of the road network I would already be done. But I'm already like 4 hours past that mark. So, I mean, like, it's a pretty good bit of gameplay for a two map region. Yeah, I love it. Oh, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. But if you guys don't know who Storm of Iron is, he's another SnowRunner streamer. Also plays some other variety games as well, but does some co-op as well. I think you were playing co-op the other day. I don't really log on that much during the nighttime or whenever the afternoons when you get on, but you guys should go check him out. His channel is awesome. Yo, TML fan, welcome in. Thank you for that follow. I'm gonna grab some fuel right here. So wait, are you playing co-op with District still? Is he still playing? I haven't seen District in so long, man. Stream is going good, man. We're slowly chipping away. You're here to learn about this game before you buy it. If you'd like to learn some more things, if you hit !YouTube, I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to this game, which might give you a lot of information about trucks, features in the game and stuff like that. But yeah, essentially this is the off-road simulator game where you're pulling cargo, rescuing vehicles, basically helping civilizations get back to some type of normalcy. Oh, really? I kind of thought that. I thought he was busy. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. I just expected it. But yeah, this game it's super fun. It's super fun. It's chill. It's relaxing. You go at your own pace. You can't beat this game very fast. So it's there's a lot of content, a lot of trucks to play. I think there is like 86 trucks now that are currently available in the game. You played Mudrunners? Any tips? Oh, okay, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, like, my YouTube channel has a video about mud running tips, a lot of tips for map guides for the year 1 pass, gearbox guides, truck reviews, all those things, man. So I mean, if you have any questions off the top of your head, like, just shoot. I can try to answer it, or if I don't know the answer, either someone in chat will know, or we'll find an answer for you. Anytime he joins, you guys can't stop laughing. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. The few times I've played multiplayer with him and Max Power, dude, it was crazy. I think it was like back in season 6, and we had trucks like that were like flying in the air and like in a tornado spin. You already know what I'm talking about. It was crazy. Okay, I can't damage my engine anymore because I think. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there we go. You love that some days the game hates you playing it? Yeah. Kind of feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? Natural weather events? What do you mean? Like, so there's like a day-night cycle. I mean, like, that happens. Oh yes, I mean, like, it'll rain. They'll have weather, like it'll be sunny and then it'll rain and it'll be cloudy. Like those happen for sure. It'll snow sometimes if you're in a snowing region. No, I haven't seen that. No. Like storms, I wouldn't think like in that way. Like specialized storms, no. But I mean, it'll rain, but like it won't like thunder or anything like that, to my knowledge. But yeah, your terrain does get worse whenever you go through the same spot multiple times. So just from the terrain deformation that they implemented, if you played Mud Runner, you already know that. Service spare parts. I know this trailer probably looks really weird because I have a scout or a fuel tanker on the back, but that's me doing that. You don't necessarily have to do that. Just push high gear and see if we can just roll through this. Yeah, you do kind of need the fuel for this truck. Small fuel tank. It's always good to have. Man, those quarries though. The quarries in this game are like, they're like traps. Aren't they though? The guy had super heavies piled up down there. Sounds like Mr. Lone Wolf. You kind of wish that the train wouldn't reset. Oh yeah, that'd be a good option for like a new game plus where like the train doesn't reset. So then it just exponentially gets harder. The plant is working again. Waste recycling is underway, and we are protecting the environment all while producing some extra energy. Oops, I want to say money. Way to go. Here's your reward, 5K. That's a lot of experience too. 2, 3. Yeah. Let's see, what are we at? 92%. Okay. This is going to be the conclusion today, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to push to finish this. I'm pretty sure I can finish 6 missions. I'm not sure how many we did today, but we're going to push to finish. We will still be taking truck requests tomorrow as well. And yeah, we're going to get it done. We are definitely going to get done. I'm not sure which one we're going to do first. We could do a bird's eye view first and just crank that out. We have to anyways. That's probably going to be what we start with, is the bird's eye view. And then, yeah, just start knocking these out. Finish line, it's close, man. I think this might be a 30+ hour DLC for me for a 2 map, which is kind of crazy. There is cockpit view, absolutely. Cockpit view is here. Yep, you have cockpit view in every truck. So there's that. Gauges, I'm pretty sure they all work. Yeah, gauges work. All that stuff. You have cockpit view, you have third person, then you have trailer. So you can back up and kind of like look at your trailer as you're kind of driving as well. Yeah, it's really fun, man. It's a really, really fun game. I highly suggest getting it. But yeah, if you want to stop by the stream tomorrow, Pan, we will be doing the same thing. We'll be trying to finish up the rest of this region, and we'll be pulling some pretty cool pieces of cargo, which are the I think those what are they called? Those little gondolas, the cable cars for the cable cars for the ski slope. Yeah, they'll go all the way up this mountain to the top, I believe. Or they might go here. I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, it's been great. Thank you, Link, for all those gifted subs. Thank you all for the subs, Jeffro, Cotton, all you guys that have been really generous. All the bits. Just hanging out, even if you are subbed, followed, or not followed. Thank you all for hanging out and just enjoying this process. It's seriously been great. So we will be back next time, which is tomorrow. Cable cars is worth waiting for. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait for it. But anyways, y'all take care. God bless and stay upright. We will see you guys tomorrow.